Welcome everybody, Rob Provencher here from the Wizard of Light Academy, and I want to talk to you again about another marketing strategy for portrait studios. This one is similar to the baby's first year wall panel in that it's also a program, and actually it's several different programs. One of them segues right from the baby's first year. So when a client comes into our studio and they have their baby photographed on the baby's first year, they have the panel, the baby's older. We pitch them. Okay, now you can come in now if you're interested and you can get the toddler panel. We don't tell them about it before because you don't want to pitch them all the time. We want them to get through the baby's first year. They're happy with us. There's nothing like a past client who's happy and satisfied to make an offer to, something that makes a lot of sense. That's by the way, your best market is your past clients who are happy. They are the ones that are going to be most receptive to what it is you have to offer. And talk about a perfect fit. The toddler panel, what it is, like, okay, first of all, the baby's first year is the baby's first year. The toddler panel is the next 2 years. See, there's a lot of change in the baby's first year, but in the next 2 years, they don't change as much. But over a 2-year period, they do change, and it makes an awesome panel. So you got 18 months, 2 years, 2.5, and 3, something like that. So there's 6 months between each shoot, and it's something that's very desirable, easy to sell, and sometimes they have several children, and we just convert it. We call it the siblings panel or the siblings package. Doesn't matter what you call it. See, the important thing is that it's a natural segue from the baby's first year. Okay, so they go into this and you're going to keep them coming back every 6 months. Okay, the thing to remember too, and this is the next program I want to talk about. Let me reiterate, baby's first year, toddler panel, or sibling panel if they have 2 or more kids. By the way, toddler panel, if they have another kid and they want to throw the 2 kids in or more in some of the sessions for the toddler panel, we let them. It's not a big deal. Okay, but you have those variations. The important thing is it's from 1 to 3 years of age. Now, they're in school at that point in time, so they're getting school pictures. And that's where you might lose a lot of clients. No problem. The next program you're going to make up is the Kreative Kids Klub, which is 5 years. Now, the Kreative Kids Klub, you can create different ways with which to do this. And the way we did it was we found an album, nice little leather album, cost us wholesale $22, and that was included in the Kreative Kids Klub, and we sold this Kreative Kids Klub for $149. We sold a ton of them, like a ton of them. And the important thing you want to do is sort of go with that segue. You could sell it to anybody, even a client who comes in and they've never heard of you before and their children are 5, 6, 7 years old. That's okay. But the idea is, of course, to get them from the baby's first year to the toddler panel, and then after that, hey, we've got something else for you. It's Kreative Kids Klub. It's 5 years. You get an album. Come in every 6 months or every year. It's up to you how much you want to give. You can give them like 5 shoots over 5 years, or you can give them 10 shoots over 5 years, whatever works for you. And they come in, and you give them a 5x7 from each of those shoots. This is included in the package. Give it to them. Okay, and they put that 5x7 in the album. Now, when you offer this to them, they're like, ooh, that's a really cool deal. $149, I get an album, I get so many shoots, and I get a 5x7 from each shoot. What a memory. Wow, that's amazing. Now, you can go silver, gold, platinum, and maybe the gold would be a printed album, and maybe the gold would be a deluxe leather album. I don't know. Maybe it'll be 3 albums, one to give to the grandparents. Come up with stuff. Maybe some art prints, some canvas prints, whatever. Don't weasel out and chisel them down, okay? So the important thing is that it's a program, keeps them coming back. By the way, all these programs, these people you stay in contact with, send them newsletters, keep in contact with them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. There's a lot of different ways that you can maintain a steady connection and communication with them. So people love these programs because they feel like they're connected and they're a part of something. It's a special, exclusive membership. You know, we get clients coming in and they tell us, you know, we're the platinum. We're in the platinum version of your baby's first year. I already know that because we have it written down when they're coming in. And when I see a client who's in the platinum version, I know they're a little more serious and dedicated about our studio. Not that I want to treat the other ones any less. So programs are really powerful. So if you're really serious about growing your business and expanding upon that whole portrait thing, I think it's something you ought to really consider. If you're starting out, put this as part of your marketing plan. This is where you're going to go. You're going to offer a toddler sibling panel or a Kreative Kids Klub, and you're going to grow on that. Again, I always like to remind you, don't expect a home run your first week. It takes months and years to build and build and build and build. And I think this is an area that a lot of people get caught up in, expecting too much too soon. Patience is a virtue. Building your studio so that this is an important cog in the wheel. So it is like a wheel, it's the complete picture, and it is a very important component because as a portrait studio, you're touching people in a very deep and emotional way. These are important memories for them. So they feel like they're part of your family, you're part of their family, and you play an important role, you know. I've had clients come into my studio for 20 plus years now, and now they're like adults, graduated university, college, and some of them are at the marrying age. So I've been photographing some of them as babies, and now they're going to start coming to me for wedding packages. So we're at that phase. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's what it's all about. If you want to build a long-term, prosperous, successful studio, photographing portraits of people, this is what you need to do. This is important. Important to go after programs, to promote, sell programs, and get people involved in your programs. All right, hopefully I've given you something to think about and some good advice on marketing your photography studio. We'll talk to you later.